Hey there, podcast listeners, friends near and far, coworkers, colleagues, former colleagues. Greetings. This is Skip Lineberg. I want to talk to you today about the new year and specifically about daily disciplines. I've been seeing a lot and reading a lot about a focus word for 2020, and I think it's a great concept. I've been giving that some thought myself, and so with that, I want to introduce to you a companion concept called a daily discipline. And I think the thought word is wonderful. Again, I don't want to make fun of it or disparage it in any way, but I think it falls just a little bit too short. And so with that, we want to introduce the concept of daily discipline. I want to stop right here and give credit to the person to whom I learned this phrase. I learned it from Craig Groeschel, and he has a wonderful podcast called the Craig Groeschel Leadership Podcast. Listened to that a couple years ago, and Craig's advice is key. That is to really only introduce one new thing to your daily routine per year. So with that is the daily discipline. So a daily discipline, if we break it down for just a minute, it's an intentional new habit, carefully selected. It's based on your personal experience, your own bit of study and research, and then it becomes a commitment. You're going to be 100% committed to do the daily discipline every day of the year, 365 days in the upcoming year in 2020. So it's 100% committed. We will do this. We will do it every day. It's very specific. So the difference between a New Year's resolution and perhaps a focus word is this, that it is action-oriented and it is very, very specific. It can be boiled down to an action phrase, and you might, to make it more powerful, build out a system for yourself in which you can be held accountable. So that would be sharing your measurements of it with others on social media, keeping a logbook and sharing that with someone who's your accountability partner, and then just having an accountability partner who you'll check in with periodically to make sure that you're on track and that you're making progress and that you are indeed making this into a daily discipline in the true sense of the word. So that's how it's different. That's how it's powerful. It's powerful because it transforms you. Anything that you do every single day is going to change who you are. It's going to change how you spend your time. It's going to change how you think, and it's perhaps going to change what's in your heart every day. So let me give you just a couple references from my experience with daily disciplines. In 2017, mine was make my bed. So every single day in 2017, and still to this day, I begin my day by part of my morning routine is to make my bed. I love the way that gives me an early win. Yeah, it's small and simple, and it's not necessarily making me any more money, but it has changed me and made me a more disciplined person. I love the way I feel when I come home to see that made bed every day. In 2018, I experimented with cold showers, taking 2 minutes of a cold shower at the end of my normal shower routine. Love the way that makes me feel, love the way that makes my skin feel, love the way it wakes up my brain, and I love the way it impacts on muscle tone for the body. This year, my daily discipline was gratitude journaling, and so every morning I spent time, had quiet time to reflect and pray and meditate, and then I spent however long it took to fill up a page in my journal with all the things that were in my heart and in my head that I was thankful for, that I wanted to express gratitude. That's been a wonderful addition to my year. Other things I've tried and tested include a 30-minute walk every day or X number of days per week. I've experimented with dry brushing of the skin before the shower. I've also experimented this year with fasting, and I've done some 18 and even some 24-hour fast this year, and that's something that I will carry forward into 2020. I've also delayed caffeine intake in the morning based on a book that I read called The Morning Mind by Dr. Robert Carter and Dr. Kiri Carter, delaying caffeine intake until later in the morning and until I've had at least 24 ounces of water in my body before I introduce caffeine. I love the way that has made for a constant energy level and eliminated some of those spikes in my energy. So for 2020, what will it be for you? I would consider you to select a daily discipline, an action, a new part of your routine that you'll incorporate with 100% commitment for 2020. Let us know what you've picked or what you're considering in comments. Drop a comment here to share with us, and I will share with you my 2020 daily discipline. I'm considering a few. Meditation would be one. considering making fasting more common and more regular. And then I'm also considering a very old school concept of sending one handwritten note every day. So I'll let you know what I pick, and I look forward to hearing from you.